Y'all gonna love this one here, because you know they love talking about how they depart their family values and all that sort of good stuff, and they complain about drag queens and library readings. Well, check this out, y'all. A sitting city commissioner is facing. This is Fort Pierce Commissioner James Taylor. He's already resigned. Why? Because he was arrested on 24 felony child exploitation charges. 24. Come on. Show us photo. Let's go. Let's show him. He was elected in November. He's accused of sending explicit photos and soliciting child porn from a 12-year-old girl in Illinois. He's in the St. Lucie County Jail on $360,000 bond. The charges include lewd computer solicitation and transmission of harmful material to a minor. His resignation becomes official on August 2nd, and the city commission will meet to determine how to fill his vacant seat. Oh, but I'm not done. I'm not done, y'all. It was another dude. He was very much involved in the election, and he was the leader of a right-wing faith organization when they talked about that was pushing people to vote their faith at the ballot box. I wonder if is his part of his faith, the freaky shit that he was doing. Okay. The program was called My Faith Votes. Oh, y'all gonna love this here. Okay. My Faith Votes. And he was the CEO. The only problem with that is his ass just got arrested, y'all. Yeah, he got arrested and he pled guilty. You know what he pled guilty to? Possessing child pornography. Yep, Mr. I Love My Faith. He's a former CEO. And Jason Christopher Yates, 56 years old, pled guilty to 2 of 8 felony counts of possession of child pornography. This took place in McLean County, Minnesota. He was initially charged and arrested in October 2024. And of course, he served as the CEO. And they said, well, he got to go. So what about that child pornography faith? I mean, I see why they're making excuses for Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, because that's just sort of who they are, Omekongo.
Yeah, oh man, I could have sworn when you talked about this segment, we were going to talk about the superintendent in Oklahoma who had the porn.
I ain't done. No. Focus on this right now. I ain't done.
Okay. I just the hypocrisy is so real, and the fact that people are going to try to talk about this being some other type of conspiracy, and these people are being exposed for who they are. They spend all their time jumping into other people's business, into other people's bedrooms, into other people's houses, other people's classrooms, and they are doing everything that they're talking about other people should not be doing. And really, at the end of the day, this type of exposure should lead people to get away from this party, to get away from MAGA. We're not talking about being conservative or anything, getting away from MAGA, because they're hypocritical. And not only that, some of these guys are predators and they are criminals. Why do you still want to associate with them? Just because they're feeding you whiteness as a thing to help you stay afloat in this country? You got to do better than that.
Yeah, and here's what's crazy. I mean, this is, so, Larry Omekong was talking about Ryan Walters. He's the superintendent of schools there in Oklahoma. So this story here dropped that was pretty interesting, that they were in a board meeting, and let's just say, porn rolled up on his screen. This is the Oklahoman reported this here. Board members say naked women on TV in Ryan Walters' office during closed session. This is the headline. Okay, now this is board members, y'all. This ain't just like some internet gossip. It's board members, okay? And so this has been talked about all over. Now I'm going to play this for y'all. I'm going to show y'all this here. Of course, Walters has come out with a statement. He goes, "As I lead the charge for a bold overhaul of education in Oklahoma, putting parents back in control, rejecting radical agendas, and demanding excellence, it's no surprise to face politically motivated attacks. Any suggestion that a device of mine was used to stream inappropriate content on the television set is categorically false. I have no knowledge of what was on the TV screen during the alleged incident. There's absolutely no truth to any implication of wrongdoing. These falsehoods are the desperate tactics of a broken establishment afraid of real change. They aren't just attacking me, they're attacking the values of the Oklahomans who elected me to challenge the status quo. I don't think so, Larry.
Yeah, so that I read that, denial. He pulled something from that Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky denial from many years ago. Like, the politicians, and religious leaders also get caught all the time in these situations. And obviously the first thing they do is deny. And then he laced it with a bunch of rhetoric to make it seem like it's a conspiracy out to get him. He was in closed session. They saw it. They saw they could stay. I read the article. They saw you got caught. But instead of manning up and highlighting, you made a mistake or whatever, he's going through a tough period, whatever excuse he would come up with, he's going to deny it. I see there's an investigation. We'll see if it's an actually investigation or a wink and a nod to an investigation. And they're actually going to look at what was on this, this screen. But it's a level of hypocrisy. Roland, we should also note that there is a research showed to the people who have these extreme views, and also that they digest this kind of content. So it's not surprising if you look at the research and read about individuals who have these extreme views and what they really do behind closed doors.
I'm just saying. Joy, he should just go ahead and just let his freak flag fly.
Exactly. Look, let's clarify. A lot of people watch porn. It's not wrong. I'm going to go out and say that.
I love this person right here goes, oh, he's an honorable man. I believe this was a setup.
Yeah. Let's talk about what this is. When you're doing it on a public device and you're doing it at work, that's the problem. That's in one category.
I love it.
Then let's talk about
together.
people who are engaging in child pornography. It's something totally different.
Yeah, and again, there's an account I follow on Twitter. It's a whole lot of Republicans who are constantly getting busted on child pornography. I mean,
correct.
I mean, just some sick, demented individuals. And they always put, ain't drag queens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's the intensity of their denial that usually tips us off.
Yeah.
That something is wrong with them, something that they're seeking to hide.
Well, guess what? They're asking for the sheriff to investigate, so we're going to see what happens there in Oklahoma. All right.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.